Subscribe to both of my YouTube channels, Sharon Winbush and Goddess Sharon. Sharon is spelled with 2 R's. Turn on notifications, like the video, and most importantly, share the video with everyone that you know and share it globally. Thank you. Why was Azriel and Angelo in Las Vegas? I asked Shabazz, why did they go to Vegas? He said it was Angelo's idea and he doesn't know why they went. Angelo was trying to get Joy, Azriel, to not just leave Robert, but to turn on him because he believed the money was in her flipping. He felt if she stayed with Robert, she wouldn't get money. If she left and didn't flip, she wouldn't get money. The money was in her being a victim because Larry had convinced him she needed to become a federal informant. They went to Vegas. She recorded in a studio that Shabazz rented at the Palms Hotel. He got her a suite at the Venetian for 3 nights, but she wasn't there to record. She wasn't there just to stay at the Venetian because she could have recorded in any city, in any town. They needed to get her to Vegas, Larry and Angelo, so that Larry could get her a loan to get her to flip. Her father convinced her not only would they record in Vegas, they would also get her tickets in to see Drake. So she went with the expectation of seeing Drake. That's why she got mad in the hotel lobby when he told her he didn't have tickets. She knew the reason she flew there was to go see Drake. Her father got her there on a ruse. Him and Larry plotted to get her to Vegas because once in Vegas, Larry was going to use his daughter to lure her to his house so that his daughter, his wife, his mother could then work on her, get her to lower her defenses, and then Larry presented the emails between Joy and Robert. She's at the Venetian for 3 nights thinking she's there to be filmed for her documentary and to go and see Drake. She thinks she's there for the Drake concert. She thinks she's there because she's going to meet Drake and Future. She believes her father has her tickets for the concert because that's what he told her to get her in Vegas. She wasn't going to go to Vegas by herself. She wasn't going to go to Vegas with her father. She didn't trust him. The only way he was going to get her to Vegas, he had to tell her Shabazz was going to film her there. They were going to do some recording, but most importantly, she was going to get to meet Drake. She was going to go to Drake's concert. She was going to be able to sit next to Drake and Future at his table. He had everything worked out. He had the tickets for her. And that's why she got mad when she got all dressed up, ready to go to the concert, and he did not have tickets. She had a special outfit, her wig, did her makeup, and she gets down in the lobby, and her father does not have tickets for the concert. That's why she argued in the lobby. That's why she fought with her father, because that was her reason for coming to Vegas. Her father had a hidden agenda, get her to Vegas to get her under the roof of Larry McGee.
Don't hit snooze.
Show exclusive.
Right,
y'all finished?
Yeah.
So, show exclusive.
News.
Show exclusive.
Right,
y'all finished?
Yeah. News.
Show exclusive.
Right,
y'all finished?
Yeah. News.
Show exclusive.
Right,
y'all finished?
Yeah. Hit snooze.
Show exclusive.
Hit snooze.
Show exclusive.
Hit snooze.
Show exclusive.
Don't hit snooze.
Show exclusive.
Right,
y'all finished?
Yeah. So,
show exclusive.
They filmed in Florida. She wasn't responsive to her father. Larry convinced her father get her to Vegas and he would get her to flip, so he needed an excuse to get her to Vegas. He told her Shabazz was going to film her in Vegas. They had tickets for the Drake concert. So she went to Vegas thinking they were going to film for precedence. She would go to the Drake concert. She would do some recording. And he bamboozled her with Larry once she got there. She would have never gone to see Larry by herself, and she would have never gone to see Larry with her father. She would have saw that as a setup. You don't come to Vegas, have a special dress, get dressed up, do your hair and makeup if you don't believe you have tickets to a concert. You don't go to Vegas and plan on the outfit, the hair, if you don't believe you're going to see Drake. She didn't even have a swimsuit. This is her bra and panties, which means this was not a planned trip. Otherwise, she would have had time to go buy a swimsuit or bring a swimsuit that she already had. She's laying out in her bra and underwear because she doesn't have a swimsuit. That tells you this trip was not a planned trip. It was a last-minute ruse, a coup that her father pulled off to get her to Vegas, to get her to Larry, so Larry could mindfuck her into turning into a federal informant. Drake had a residency in Vegas in 2019 at the Wynn Hotel. Larry McGee and Angelo CLARY needed to get AZRIEL to Larry. They had to use the excuse of Drake to get her to Vegas. So they knew that he had a concert. They told her that's what she was coming there for. The trip to Las Vegas was planned by Larry McGee. He convinced Angelo to get AZRIEL to Vegas, and his daughter, his mother, his wife would be able to talk to her as women and get her to let her guard down, and he would show her all types of evidence against Robert, and they would convince her to become a victim. We see very clearly when she was in Florida, she still supported Robert. She's sitting next to her father, telling her father she's not a victim. I was there because I decided to be with this man. I love this man. But there was no money in that for Angelo. So he, with Larry, decided to come up with a way to get her to Vegas. They couldn't just say, go fly to Vegas and meet Larry. She wouldn't have done that. Her father couldn't say, let's get on a plane and go to Vegas. She wouldn't have fell for that either. He had to use Shabazz to film in Vegas under the guise of, we're going to get some shots of her in Vegas. Shabazz didn't know why they went to Vegas. He just said it was Angelo's idea. So it wasn't AZRIEL's idea, it was Angelo's idea. He probably told her Drake is going to be there. Shabazz will get you into the concert. We'll get in. You'll get to meet him. We're going to film. You'll do some recording. He got her there under false pretenses. Once she got to Vegas, I'm sure Larry McGee sent his daughter to come around her, to strike up a friendship, to get her to get comfortable with her because they were the same age, and then invite her to her house. Once at her house, the females surrounded AZRIEL and started talking female shit. What has he bought you? Did he set you up? Do you have a house? What do you have to show for your 5 years with this man? They got her to be defensive, uncomfortable, angry at what she didn't get out of the relationship. And that's when Larry came in with showing her all the shit, talking about all the bad stuff about him. But the thing that did it, the icing on the cake, was the emails between Robert and Joy. I have a pretty good idea of what those emails said. I'm not going to put that on social media. But a bit of it was Joy telling Robert the things that AZRIEL was doing, like stealing the necklace, stealing the Birkin bag, and doing other things. She was spying on Azriel and running back and telling Robert, and I believe there was some communication between Joy and Robert to that effect, because you heard Azriel say, "You knew I was coming here to get Joy." That means I was going to get Joy. She said that to Robert.